For the first time, a Prime Minister requested a chance to make clarifications. I thank the Chairman of the Commission for giving me the opportunity. I got a chance to explain everything. I like to mention that the Chairman of the party, the Secretary, went before the Commission without any fear. We have nothing to hide. We will move forward with good governance. There can be mistakes and shortcomings, but we will continue to move ahead with good governance.
Today was an important day at the Presidential Commission of Inquiry. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe arrived at the Presidential Commission of Inquiry to provide clarifications to the queries that were raised. We have Zulfikar Farsan, who have been reporting on the Presidential Commission for over 9 months. So, Zulfik, what happened today?
Well, today, Chaturanga, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe was basically, first of all, he was asked, was there a conflict of interest when you appointed Arjuna Mahendan to the post of governor? So he said he was aware that Arjun Aloysius was the son-in-law of Arjuna Mahendan, and when Arjuna Mahendan was appointed to the post of governor, he requested Mahendan to communicate it to Aloysius that Aloysius must step down as the director and CEO of Perpetual Treasuries, and he must not associate himself with any business attached to Perpetual Treasuries, and he must divest all shares under his name in Perpetual Treasuries. Arjun Mahendan had assured the Prime Minister that Arjun Aloysius will do so. Time and time again that assurance was given, and Ranil Wickremesinghe, the Prime Minister, said that he accepted that in good faith. Now, in addition, Ranil Wickremesinghe was questioned about changing the system. Why did he decide to go for a full auction system? Ranil Wickremesinghe said that the previous system lacked transparency and it suppressed interest rates, and therefore he advocated the suggestion to Arjuna Mahendan to go for a more transparent system, which would be the auction system, and he expected Arjuna Mahendan to follow the due procedure in this system. However, previously when Arjuna Mahendan was testifying before the Commission, he said that he got instructions to follow a system with full transparency. Now, in addition to that, Ranil Wickremesinghe was also questioned about a certain other thing, which is relating to a statement that was made by MP Mahindananda Alutgamage to Parliament with regard to the former Finance Minister being given a certain amount of money for an apartment. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe said that when he asked the former Finance Minister about this, the former Finance Minister said it was not true, and the Prime Minister accepted it. However, when coming back to the auction, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe said that it was on good faith that he did it, but now it has been established that it was done in bad faith.
Zulfik, let me get 2 points clear before we move on. Now, you said that the appointment of Arjuna Mahendan to the post of governor was discussed, and so the Prime Minister knew beforehand that Arjun Aloysius held a position at PTL, and the Prime Minister had asked Arjuna Mahendan to remove him. That is what you are saying, to get it clear.
Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe was aware Arjun Aloysius was the Director CEO of Perpetual Treasuries Limited, and when he asked Arjuna Mahendan to ensure that he is removed from that position, Arjuna Mahendan gave the assurance, and Ranil Wickremesinghe made an important point that he said he did not have any information with him that Arjuna Mahendan would deliberately mislead him.
With that, Zulfik, we had to go into an interesting statement made by parliamentarian Vimal Weerawansa yesterday regarding the bond and the issues that are surrounding it. Let's have a listen to what MP Vimal Weerawansa had to say.
Thank you. Now they are saying that a Prime Minister appearing before a commission of this nature is a victory. They engaged in daylight robbery and got caught. Now the people who should be imprisoned are saying that Prime Minister appearing before the commission sets a good example. He shouldn't be going to the commission, he should be going to jail. He should be wearing the prison garb. The economy of this country crashed because of this robbery.
Zulfik, interestingly today we saw about 31 MPs and ministers representing the United National Party arriving at the Presidential Commission to provide their support to the Prime Minister, and there were key absentees, notable absentees. One of them was State Minister Sujiva Senasinghe. He was not at the Presidential Commission of Inquiry, however he was at Parliament today. Sujiva Senasinghe wrote a book recently about the bond issuances as well.
The book is called Atha. And now, speaking of Sujiva Senasinghe, he was appointed to the core committee. in July 2016, that is after the resignation of MP Velukumar. Now it is after that, before that only this book also had come out. And today there were some interesting things in Parliament about this book and also MP Sujiva Senasinghe's involvement, because he is alleged to have made 62 phone calls with Arjun Aloysius during the COPE hearings.
Yes, these 62 calls was heavily debated in Parliament today, and this is what happened at the Parliament.
The bond scam, the Prime Minister's ministry. He brought the central bank under himself. It was then that the largest theft in Sri Lanka's history occurred. And then all of the MPs, including the Prime Minister, tried to justify it. As a result, Sri Lanka has suffered a loss of billions. Today they are taxing the people to cover these losses. The loss is 1 trillion rupees. Minister Sujiva Senasinghe, I am not the one saying this. It was said by Minister Lakshman Wardana. The tax revenue raised since 2014 is equal to the loss of 1 trillion rupees from the bond scam. So all the taxes have been imposed to cover the loss of the bond scam. In 2015, the COPE committee chaired by D. Gunasekara compiled a report on the bond scam. Sujiva Senasinghe was also a member of this committee. But who did he go to town for? This is the first time I have seen him go to court as a lawyer. He went to court seeking an injunction against the release of this report. Are you saying that we need to go to court to see all the people who go to court? We saw you file your case on TV. Eventually, you withdrew this case. For shame. In the end, all you did was go marketing for Arjun Aloysius.
Namal Rajapaksa was the one who went shopping. Ask your boss, Namal Rajapaksa.
Hold on, Minister. I will tell you whether it was Namal Rajapaksa or Sujiva Senasinghe that went shopping. He was the first person to go to court seeking an injunction against the release of this report. Was it Namal Rajapaksa? It was Sujiva Senasinghe. Sujiva Senasinghe is the one who tried to cover it up. Later, he wrote a book. Wait, I will also tell you the details of the book he wrote to cover up the scam. The Truth of the Bond Scam. This is the book written by Sujiva Senasinghe, noting that there had been no theft at the central bank. He should not be sent to the commission. Given what we know about the calls they received from Arjun Aloysius, they should be sent to prison. You should go to prison over this, not only to the commission. You must repay all this money. Here is what he has written in this book on the bond scam. It reads as follows. If you require a certain item and your father-in-law's shop has that item, if you pay the marked price and purchase that item, then what sort of common sense would lead a person to call that a deal? Was this your thinking when writing this book? Is this like going to a shop and buying a loaf of bread? Did the son-in-law go to the father-in-law's shop and buy a loaf of bread? This is a loss of 1 trillion rupees. A loss of trillion rupees.
Everyone in the COPE committee, including Sunil Handunetti, carried out an investigation and compiled a report. Nowhere in the report does it say that the bond issuance was fraudulent. They say that Arjuna Mahendran is responsible, but nowhere does it say that the fraud has been committed. I ask you, if you have any knowledge of the law, why is there no such mention?
Honorable Chairman, I think Sujiva Senasinghe is still joking. He still hasn't stopped marketing for Arjun Aloysius. The entire country knows that a theft has been committed. Everyone in the country apart from you accepts that a theft was committed. Over 50% of the cabinet ministers accept that a theft was committed. Even the backbenchers accept it. But you cannot accept it because of your connection with Arjun Aloysius. This is where you get the money for to print your cutouts.
I asked him a question. This is nothing to shout about. I asked why it has not been mentioned by COPE if everyone knows that it is a theft. It is a simple question.
He is joking. Then COPE could have punished them. When you see the bond investigation, don't you realize that fraud has been committed?
Cope committee danuwan sapayanda bෑ.
COPE can't mete out punishment, but COPE can say that a fraud has been committed. I am asking you this. There is no need to shout. Why was this not mentioned?
Honorable Chairman, I am not a member of COPE. They were the ones who were there. So they are the ones who are saying that theft has not been committed. First of all, Honorable Chairman, even his appointment as a member of COPE is a major mistake. How did he become a member? He removed a former member and replaced him. He met the Prime Minister and asked to be included, and the other member was removed. What was the reason for this? Their close association with the accused. He has written a book claiming that no theft was committed. He went to court claiming no theft was committed. In the first place, it is wrong for such a person to become a member of COPE. Aloysius spoke to 5 members of COPE. I will tell you how many calls he received. Sujiva received 62 calls. There have been more than 200 calls, but these 62 calls were made while COPE was in session.
COPE committee ඉන්නලා call 62ක් තියෙනවා. නාමල්ට call 800යි.
Namal received 800 calls. What is wrong with us contacting a private individual while in COPE? Can you tell me the legalese? He is not an accused. If we can speak to the other officials, then what is wrong with speaking to him? Please explain the crime.
ඕනනම් කතා කරවොත් තියෙන වැරද්ද ඔබතුමා ප්‍රකාශ කරන්න කරුණා කළා. අරු සභාපතිතුමනි මේක සදා.
Honorable Chairman, it is a major ethical issue. This is like saying that the judge maintained contact with the accused. This is the same problem. You went to COPE with the instructions of Arjun Aloysius.
Arjun Aloysius ගේ උපදේශ සරන්නේ ඔබතුමාලා COPE එකට යන්නේ. COPE කමිටුවට බෑ.
COPE does not have the mandate to make a private citizen an accused. We have no right. Since you are speaking from your mouth and not from your backside, please use your brain. Do not display your stupidity.
මොලේ පාවිච්චි කරලා කතා කරන්න මෝඩය කියලා පෙන්වන්න එපා. නේ මෙතුම මෝඩ ගැන කතා කරනවා හැබැයි අපි
You speak of fools, but we have not stolen like you. We have not stolen like you. 52 calls have been made. What did you speak about with Arjun Aloysius? Over 200 phone calls. A theft has been made. Thief, you are involved in this theft too. This is how you funded your cutouts in 2015. This is why you wrote a book, but you cannot cover up the theft. It is all in the open now. The whole country knows about you and how you took money from Arjun Aloysius.